So I don't know what's going on in the NFL right now, but I feel like a lot of things they're driving really out of proportions. Now, first it was a lack of empathy. A lot of people felt like they didn't really care much, but now it seems that they're being way too strict with certain things. Um, where I'm leading to this is I just read an article about the Kansas City Chiefs. For one, not allowing the tomahawk chop at their stadium because it's considered racist. I don't see what's racist about a chop. Because at the end of the day, the chop that they do represents strength and it represents pride. In my opinion, it shows admiration to the Native American culture. And the second, and probably the biggest thing that I think is just ridiculous, is that they are gonna ban any fans from coming in with face paint and feather hats. It's like, so someone could be Native American, put on face paint, headdress, and they won't be allowed in the stadium to watch the game. So you tell me a Native American who could be a Chiefs fan can't do that? It's being blown way out of proportions. The Hunt family they're ego tripping big time because right now they're sitting on top of the world and they feel like they got to do everything by the book. That's not that's not what this is. This is just unnecessary. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, they're not looking at things in a way to make things better. They're just trying to do whatever is best to save face. Essentially, they don't want to look like Snyder. So that's what the whole ulterior motive of this. It's pointless and it's ridiculous, all because they got the national spotlight, and it shows to me why that God hasn't let you guys had any winning success for a lot of years, because it seems to me you guys don't have the backbone to handle that. You gotta understand, when it comes to dealing with culture and people, you got to resonate with them and work with them. And if they favor what you're doing, then that's fine. There might be a 4 or 5% that don't like it, but at the end of the day, they're just being petty about it. You know what I mean? So, just like how it is with hip hop and rap. Am I gonna get offended because a white guy wants to come in and spit bars? If he emulates what the culture is, well, then why? Who am I to stop him from doing that? Why? Because of his skin color? No. That's why I respect Eminem. You know, I respect cats that can go out there and spit and do their thing. That's why, to me, I don't even think Paul Wall. I don't even look at Paul Wall as white. To me, he seems like he's just a brother. So, that being said, I just think it's ridiculous, man. Like, they're blowing things out of proportion. The Hunt family, they really need to just look. Stop wearing your pants up so tight like you're Steve Urkel. Relax, calm down. It's fine. You guys call yourself the Chiefs. Are you guys gonna change your name too? What, to the Kansas City Ribs? Baby back ribs? Baby. I mean, essentially, it would work because you guys are really having baby backs, and you guys can't really stand up and be grown folks and understand that not everything needs to be touched. As long as parties are happy, then what's wrong? Like, I don't get it. Just like the same thing with the Washington Skins, man. Like, Native Americans said they don't find that offensive. They're proud of it. And here's the thing. If they really cared about, you know, the people and not offending racism and all that, tell me, why did Snyder move and change the name and took out the logo immediately after Pepsi and a couple other brands threatened to remove their sponsorship from the team? I mean, it's ridiculous. Now they're calling themselves the Washington football team. Get the hell out of here. Are you kidding me? They did everything right, in my opinion, to keep fighting, because at the end of the day, they're fighting for the right to be who they are, the identity. And that's a team that's showing respect to the heritage of Native Americans. The guy who created, not even the guy, I believe it was the grandson of the man who created the Native American logo, who is Native American, by the way, is upset that they removed the logo, because that was, one, something that his grandfather worked hard on, and two, this was something that It, like I said, it carries that Native American pride, and I don't see anything racist about the logo. If anything, it shows it's a badass look. You kidding me? The Native American like this with the feather and all that, looking stern. Are you kidding me? You doing them justice. I mean, if that's the case, then why does Nightwolf exist in Mortal Kombat? You might as well go ahead and take that out. That's what I'm saying. It's just the NFL's a joke at this point, and it's a shame because, in my opinion, it was starting to get better as in terms of correcting things and all that. Although I will say, scheduling wise, what they're putting on primetime games like Monday night the choices have been pretty awful as of late. But yeah, it's just blown out of proportion, man. You guys are overreacting on things that don't need to be touched on. Like, don't cry over spilled milk. Let it go. So that's all I gotta say, man. Kansas City Chiefs, stop what you're doing. It's ridiculous. Now at this point, it's just you're being, what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of more like a bigot, honestly. It's just like I said. I know our ulterior motive is they're trying to save face because they got the national spotlight, something that they're not used to. Simple as that. And Dan Snyder, like I said, was threatened to lose all his brand's ambassadors in his sponsorship. So guess what? Here you go. Cut that off. But like I said, all he had to do, if it was really racist, cut off the red part and just call them the Washington Skins or the Washington Natives, and would have kept the native sign. That's all you had to do.